Well, good morning, all. Saturday morning, and you guys have excelled yourself this week. Is that such a fring thing? Excelled yourself? I don't know if that's the correct term to use. But we got 15 crosses submitted by you guys. Well, one from me, 14 from you. Excellent. So thank you for responding to that, guys. Big spread. However, it's not unexpected, is it? Because we did say last Tuesday that there was this massive space between these two players who were on the same team. And it looks like they're both running forward trying to meet this ball. So it was a massive spread, and a couple of you said, yes, likely to be, they tend to go in the middle. Now, my first one of the week was, let me make it flash there. It's in that cluster on the left. See a flash in there? Um, when I was adding the crosses this morning, because I don't add them until Saturday morning, because when you play the daily spin throughout the week, if you get, if you win some, what do you call it, free tickets for the other competitions, whatever, then I've got to clear out all the spot the ball car tickets to be able to check out the free tickets, if you know what I mean. So yeah. So once I've put my cross in on a Tuesday for Tuesday's video, I take that back out, and then I don't add everybody else's crosses until Saturday morning. Otherwise, I have to keep. I either got to pay for them, or I've got to keep taking them off there so I can claim free tickets and what have you. Anyway, let's have a look at this. So mine was yeah, there. And quite a cluster around mine too. But it was only the last two or three crosses I added that we had these two, which were to the left of that little cluster. So my concern there was, okay, there's a few of us think it's in the same sort of area, but nobody's gone to the left of it. So for them to be in a winning area, they would have to be judges' crosses to the left. And if anything, everybody seems to think it could be further to the right, or up, or down, or whatever. And I thought, oh, that's a bit worrying, that. So I'm going to have to go further to the right. Then I added two more crosses, and they were the ones on the left, so I balanced it out a bit. Either way, we can see that the average is already going to be further to the right than that cluster. But I don't think any of these crosses are wrong. As somebody else pointed out, I think it was Wayne's video, that any one of those crosses they could be looking at. They those players could be looking at any one of those crosses. So your guess is as good as mine on this one. So let's have a look. Let's get the. In fact, I'm going to draw some lines there because we can see then how big an area we're looking at. So the bottom one there, we draw from his other eyeball up to the top ones about there. See, that's a wide spread from him, isn't it? Let's have a look at this chappy over here. Bottom and the top. See, that's a big spread, isn't it? I mean, I like the idea. It's that sort of. If you look at that diamond shape area there, does that sort of make sense that it would be in that area somewhere? Yes. And as everybody sort of skirted around it, there's a good chance it'll be in the middle somewhere. So that does make sense to me. So let me get crosshair down and calculate average, which isn't working. Okay. Do that again. Perhaps it was just me. No, it's not. The average isn't popping up there for a second, so I'm going to go away, refresh the page, which when I do that will take those lines out, and then hopefully the crosshair cross will work. So bear with me a second. There we are. It's worked now. I've refreshed the page. It took the lines out automatically, as you'd expect it would, but it has put the average in there. So if I go back to where mine was, see mine flashing again, I'm roughly the same height, but the average is further to the right, as you'd expect it to be. So I think my personal choice is I'm probably going to go with that. And I'm going to go a bit further to the right. Now, whether I'll go as far as that average is there. Oh, I haven't said what it is, have I? It's, I wrote it down. 20951214. I'll put that up in the top right now. But yeah, it's further right than mine. And it is obviously nearer the middle of the two players, and still makes sense with this player at the back who's just sort of casually looking across. So yeah, I'm okay with that. I'm not necessarily sure. I think most of us went to the left of that, so I am tempted to stay. I'm going to go further right. I've decided. I've made a magnanimous decision. I'm going to go further right from where I am now, but possibly not as far as the average. So I'll stay along the same line, but I'm going to go nearer the average. But that's my choice. You do what you want to do. It's your money. It's your win or loss. But that's what I'm going to do. Let me get the target down. Target should work. Here we go. Right, let's pull this target down there. God, how hard can it be to put a target in a place? Right, that's about it. So, do they look as though they're looking in at the winning cross or zone one or whatever? Does it make sense? Yes, it does. Yeah, see, that's okay there from I think from all three players there. And bear in mind the judges are going to do exactly what we've done. There'll be some to the left, some to the right, some higher up, some lower down, which is what creates the average. So that's right. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that average. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to move mine. I'm going to bring mine further to the right because a lot of people have gone much further to the right. In fact, hundreds of pixels further to the right than me. So if that's a indication of what the judges might do, I'm going to bring mine further to the right. And I don't like the picture this week, so I'm probably just going to play one ticket just to be in it. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Right, let's move on then, and I'm only going to look at because the only things I've got are on Revcomps. So Monday's draw, I've got nothing on here. These are always popular, aren't they? These Volkswagen Combi vans and these Teslas. I do like that Mini. If I had somewhere to put it, I'd love that Mini. What a great laugh! I used to drive Minis years ago. These type of ones. I'd love one of them. Porsche or 50,000 cash, but it's £10 a ticket, so that's put me off a bit. A couple of BMWs. Then what have we got for Thursday? I've got nothing for Thursday. I was interested in this though. This was a cross between this Range Rover Evoque. I think it was the D180, which means it's the 180 brake horsepower diesel. £4 a ticket, only 10,000 tickets. So that was a possibility for next Thursday's draw. I haven't decided yet. But as you know, I was always a sucker for the auto draws, and then they stopped them for quite a while. But they're back. Golf R, I've already got one on there. I've already got one on this as well. This Nissan Duke. I always thought the Duke was a bit of a silly car. It didn't sort of make sense to me. But looking at that, that looks quite a nice little car as a runabout. And this morning they added this one, which I quite like the odds on this. It's like 12,000 tickets. I get 150 a ticket, and it's the Focus ST Line X. So it's the 1 litre, 140 brake horsepower. So it'll pop along. I mean, it's not a fast car by any means, but it's no slouch. Cracking little runabout that would be. So I quite likely get a ticket or two on that. But I'll wait. I'll wait until the daily freebies pop up and says, "Oh yeah, you can win an iPad, or if you spend £1 or £2.50 or whatever, we'll increase it to." So I'll wait till that comes up because this isn't until next Wednesday. So there's Golf R's tomorrow. The Nissan Joke is Tuesday, and that's Wednesday. But I'd be happy with any of those threes. In fact, I'll probably go back to what I was doing before. I won't play the main draws. It'll be I'll just be on these cheap run around auto draw vehicles. But that's it for me. I haven't got anything on the any of the other competition sites this week. I've just got so far. I've just got BOTB and these two here in the auto draws. But like I said, I might do that Range Rover Evoque, and I'll probably do this Focus ST line. But I spend a fraction of the money now that I used to spend on Revcomps. I've had weeks where I've bought nothing on there at all. But I do, like I said, I'm sucked into these auto draws. I do like them because they're cheap tickets, usually cheaper cars and better odds. In the meantime, then, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for submitting all them crosses. That's been fantastic. And good luck for Tuesday.